Thanks to Thank family. We are back here with, entertainer, entrepreneur, Absolute.
How's it going?
A little tired, but
You're always working.
Here.
You're always doing your thing.
You have no choice. Have no choice. I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. This is actually one of the shirts we did. So we're not only doing trading cards and comic books, we actually take some of the people we do the trading cards on, and we make T-shirts out of them.
Nice.
This one right here, this is Kelvin Watson. He was the director of the library here, the Broward County Library System. So he was the director of libraries.
Nice.
Now he's in Las Vegas. But he made such an impact on us here in Broward County that we created a trading card on him, and then we started creating these shirts with one of his sayings on it because we wanted our youth to see that positive energy that he was giving out. We wanted them to be able to ask him questions, get their trading cards signed, and just create that positive energy behind what he's doing. And so we look for people in the community that we can highlight, tell their story, give them a place on our website so it's always marked there in history.
I love it. I love that we look for people in our community.
Right.
Because oftentimes Black History Month was, wow, I don't know.
Talk to me now.
It's just, okay, so I try my best to do Black History Month 365. Like,
okay.
I'm very much so
Right.
365 Black History, right? It's so crazy. I see I don't know, in comparison to when we were in school, and I see the students now that are in school, when I ask them about Black history, it's like the same 5 people.
It is, yes.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Well, maybe because I had a strict teacher. I had African American history too at the Miami Northwestern Senior High School, but she was very strict, and she wanted us to tap into not only Black history people who you see in the encyclopedias. I'm aging myself in encyclopedias, but also within our community, and that really opened my eyes to say, wait a minute, we are celebrating people who, they have this big platform, and yes, they should be praised. However, when we not look into people within our own community, I think there's somewhat of a disconnect. It's almost
there is, yes.
Yeah, like we can't really relate. There's nothing, we don't have that sense of commonality, I want to say.
Right, okay.
So when I love the fact that you're doing the tapping into the people in the community, because it's like, okay, this person's in my neighborhood. This person is, on the blog. This person, I see this person when I go to the library. I see this person, on TV, and they are in the local news. So that's amazing. I like that piece.
I had the same, I guess, feeling that you have, where there's a huge disconnect, and it's not just our elders and the youth. When we're talking about Black history, we don't realize the effect Haiti's revolution had on the rest of the world, right?
Gosh.
And that's a part of Black history.
Very much so.
And so that changed the rest of the world, and the way, the Ottomans reached out to Haiti to help them in a war, right? And so a lot of people don't know that. They don't know that the United States invaded Haiti twice, right? To prevent Haiti from freeing other countries such as Venezuela and Colombia, right? And Haiti was actually pressing up the money for these other countries. So Haiti was way more advanced than what we're told, right? And they wanted to stop that, but we don't educate on that, and so there's a huge disconnect between just Haitian Americans and African Americans, right? And so we wanted to, how do we bridge that gap, right? And so then there's also the standpoint when we're talking about Black history. You have Marie Van Brittan Brown, who created the alarm system, right? And so she created the alarm system. That's worldwide. Everybody has an alarm in their office, in their home, right? But this is a Black woman, and she got the patent for that in 1969, I believe, right?
Wow.
And we don't think about this. This is a $1 billion industry that this Black woman is not even acknowledged for creating, right? And so that's one of the major problems, I think, with Black history, is we don't realize that we've changed the world. The Egyptians have been using toothpaste forever, right? And this is something that was patented in the 1800s, even though this is something that we've always had. Right. And so we don't talk about these things. So when we look at Black history, a lot is excluded when you only talk about the same 5 people. You don't recognize Haiti because you don't want to recognize Haiti, right? You don't recognize Marie Van Brittan Brown because she's a woman and what she actually created. And so that creates a problem. And so this is something we're saying, you know what? No more of that. And another problem is where do you even find information about her?
I was going to tap into that too. Because we are not the ones who are writing our history. We are not the ones who are writing the curriculum. The curriculum is not made for us, and it's not by us. So then we have someone else who's pretty much narrating our story. So
Correct.
so there's a lot that needs to be put in place, and it's amazing that you're starting. It's amazing that you're putting action
Right.
behind it. Sync to Sync. We'll be right back.